Welcome back to the channel, Stuart from ZDC Toys and Play, and today we're going to be reviewing the Ford F150 with camper. Okay, so here we have model number 1693, the Ford F150 with Ford F150 pickup with camper. So as you can see here, we have it's in a vacuum packed package. On the back here we have some of the diorama which is showing some of the playability of the model, and as you can see here, it is an officially licensed model from Ford, which is excellent. So you know you're going to get that extra level of quality. Let's get into the model. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, hit the notification bell to be notified when you upload new videos. Okay, so I'll just set everything up here so we know exactly what we are looking at. Okay, so this is everything out of the box. As you can see here, we have these set of tables and sort of small side tables and a main table there for picnics. And then as we go on here, we've got the Ford F150 pickup, which is in roughly the 1/64 scale. And then you've got the camper section, which goes on the back. So in terms of the table and chairs, this is made of quite a decent quality plastic. So I was very surprised when this came out the box at the sort of feel and the durability of the plastic. Our son's been playing with this for a little bit, and he's not managed to destroy it. So that's just a bit of a testament to how rugged the table and chair set actually is. So moving them to a side there. So as you go on to the Ford F150, this is the standard model that you get from SIKU. Everything you see here in blue is the diecast metal, and then it has these nice plastic detailed rims there. And then you get rubber wheels, and then with the underside has some detail there from SIKU, as well as shown which is plastic. In terms of playability of this model, the front doors do open, however the rear doors are part of the casting, and then as you can see in there, you do get a little bit of detail in there as well. So in terms of the lights on this model, so one of the things you probably know I always pick up is about where these lights could be plastic, but these are actually screen printed on. You do get the Ford logo on the front there, which is also screen printed. So onto the main thing, which is different from this, because I have reviewed this model a couple of times in different variations. So yeah, that's pretty standard. There's still a good feel to the model. It does have the hitch on the back if you want to add some trailers on there, which you may have, maybe a boat or something like that. So the camping section of this model is entirely plastic. It does have some ventilation grills on the top here, as well as a sunroof, and then windows on the side as well. So in terms of playability for this section, I'll just show you the screen printing on all of the sides there. So in terms of playability of the model, the door does open, and then you can see some of the detail in the side there as well. So that's just one thing which is also good, and it is a fairly solid door as well. And what I mean by that is when you are driving it around on top of here, it doesn't swing open, which does tend to happen if this was to be die cast. The weight of it over time would probably mean that it would actually start just swinging open and get quite annoying. The other thing that's good about this model is that you do get the sunshade there as well. So when you are camping, you can actually have it out like this. I'll just move this back here, and then you have your camp in section right there as well, and then you've got absolutely everything ready for you there. So in terms of pros and cons for this model, I think a pro is that you do get actually quite a lot of model for your money. I think this is I have enjoyed this model in my collection. I think it is one that you should have. So in terms of playability, there's definitely a lot you can play with. Our son has enjoyed playing with it, with the chairs, setting it all up, having the sunshine visor come out, which is being used quite a lot. This does have a sort of ratchet system on there, so it won't just slide in and out, which is good. It does have this section which it will hold it in place, as you can probably hear the clicks as well, and then the door as well. So I think one of the only main negatives on this model is the fact that this camper section is not very well secured on the model. Now, I've tried pressing this down to try and keep it on there. That doesn't seem to work. There is, I think this is probably a case of this may not be truly fitting into that, and it's a bit too tight. There's no click, there's no hook in there. So it's one of these things that when you go to pick up, this does actually come off, which can start getting frustrating, especially if it's for a small person. They will find that very frustrating. There is a sort of way that I think the way that I've managed to get this to work is that I sort of put more pressure on the rear side and then on the front side, and that's, well, that sometimes seems to work. But as you can see, it's not consistent. So there is a bit of a knack to keep it on there. But I think overall, you're probably just going to find some blue tack and just put it in there just to keep it in there as part of the model, as part of it, just to secure it in place. I know that's what we've been doing just to make sure that it stays in place. Okay, so that's everything for this model. Would I buy it? I think I absolutely would, even though you've got that little bit of negative about it not actually working, keeping onto the rear of the Ford F150. But it definitely is a model that I would enjoy to have in my collection, just for the additional playabilities and probably for your little ones as well. So yes, it's definitely one that I would get. Okay. If you have any questions, please comment down below, and please hit the notification bell to be notified when we upload new videos. Thank you.